Good morning. I hope you slept well and you're doing okay. I just woke up. Well, not right now, but a few minutes ago, and the sun is, the weather is fantastic. So I opened the doors to have some breeze and some air before heading out to walk the dog. Today, because it's sunny, I will take my time and I'll write a few notes if I find something exciting or interesting. Sorry, there's always something interesting and exciting anyway, so for that I'm sure that there will be something exciting and interesting. So today's schedule, what is my schedule today? Well, first I need to definitely fix my Facebook situation. But yesterday it took me so much time. And also I need to do the recap of the episode 12 of RuPaul Drag Race. The report or the recap. The recap is me just reporting what happened. I mean, I'm just shortening it. I shorten the 1 hour episode, meaning I cut the important bits and pieces and I report it without all the smoking, the fog that they put in the episode to distract us. And and I give also my point of view, my thoughts, and it's pretty fun. Why not? You should check it out. So I've been looking how to implement these videos onto implementing. I don't have videos. My point being is, if I want to make a video, if I wanted to, it's possible apparently, but if you watch it on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, then yes, you'll be able to watch the video. But I don't think Apple Podcasts or Spotify or anyone else allows to have a video podcast. Well, I'm sure that there are. What am I saying? But I'm not there yet. I'm definitely not there yet. I'm still with the audio. I still need to get used to be in the camera and in the spotlight or in front of the camera. Well, you know what? I take all those comments I just made back. I love being in front of the camera. I am in front of the camera so many times. But that's just for pictures or for like short videos or if I'm sitting in my bedroom and I'm listening to some music and I record myself, and then snippets I can share it. But that moment has passed, is long gone. Whereas with this recording, I mean, you have to be consistent, and you have to. It's more challenging, I think. I had no idea how recording and being a content creator, not the TikTok creator, but I think that is easier, because I guess in the beginning with TikTok and so on, it's easier because you don't have to edit anything, you don't have to trim anything, but also you have to make sure that you filter your words to be able to not do lots of trimming or editing. That's what I'm trying to do with this one. Trying to, improve on. Because editing it's not fun. It's not. When I say it's not fun, I mean it is fun. But the amount of time that it eats of your life, that's what says not fun. So don't get me wrong. I love the editing. I love the process. I love especially when you put things together and then you see that it just clicks, emerges. Oh, that's perfect. That's fantastic. But I will try to make, for example, if I can make an edit of this audio and do it so well that you won't even realize that I edited it. With visual, it's more difficult. It's more, you can see the jump, you can see the stutter, you can see. With audio, it's easy. You can easily hide it, or you can easily mask that imperfection that you managed to make. But it is fun. I just wish that, or maybe because my video are not that much visible by people, because I wish people were commenting. When I say commenting, more engaging. I guess I'm trying to be more engaging, especially on the YouTube ones and these ones. I mean, all the ones. But what do you think? Do you think for example, when you watch a video on YouTube, do you always drop a like? Do you always, if you don't drop a like, or if you do you always drop a like and comment, or do you always comment, drop the like, or one, or not the other, or both? Or let me know. I'm very curious. Me personally, I'm just not realizing that that when I watch videos, I always watch it on my TV. And you see, on my TV, I don't remember all the time that I need to press like, thumbs up, or things of sort. So to answer my question, no, I don't really drop a like. If I'm on the computer or the phone, that's different. But on my TV, I have to be reminded to like. Or for example, when I watch a video and it's finished, I realize that the video finished, and I watch I don't know how many more videos, and realize that, I didn't even drop a like on that previous video. That's my situation. So I guess the more I do it, the more people will do it to me. I don't know. Just trying to analyze the online world now that it was this sunny. Yes, I think I told you earlier today. But it got me thinking. Summer is quickly approaching, and I've not planned anything. I've not planned anything for next week. I'm really looking for the summer. There's a reason why I'm not. Right at this moment, I'm trying to focus on my financial situation. Anyway, keep things in positive, be optimistic as usual. We should all be optimistic. You see, for example, for me, there's a lot of dark clouds that I've been gathering for a long time. This is bizarre. I was recording and talking, and then out of the sudden, the telephone say bye. I mean, it cut off the recording. I have no idea why. This is the first time it happened. Maybe I pressed the button unintentionally. Well, my thumb was right next to it anyway, so. I wore my jacket today. The big jacket. And, I'm not having small stride. So, I am absolutely wet inside. I'm telling you, I'm absolutely wet inside. And my shorts or my underwear is quite, I can feel the wetness. Let me know if you want it. Oh, and by the way, I've set up a shop where I sell, where I've been selling all of my items. Clothes, shorts, So the second hand, of course, is on Depop. I have quite a few collections there. You should go and have a look. You can find me, right? You will find me. I mean, I'm the only one. No, I'm joking. But when I say you will find me, find me and buy things. Don't just find me and salivate, or I don't know what. Anyway, it would be nice to have something, and you can make an order. When I say an order, you can custom order your item, since they're second hand. And if you want them custom made, just let me know. But you know that all custom made items are quite expensive. So the price that you see there is just what you said, the starting price. Anyway, so that could be fun. You can have fun, and at the same time I make money, so win-win, isn't it? Both worlds, that all parties are winners. Yes, all parties have winners, yes. But check it out if you like. I still trying to find a way to fix my Facebook, and definitely I need to work on that today. And I already started editing the videos. I need to, for my report, for my RuPaul Drag Race. So I just need the recordings, a video. I spent the entire afternoon sleeping. For some reason, it feels like Sunday today. I don't know, but it feels inside like Sunday. I don't know why I have this sensation, but it does feel weird. Perhaps because of I don't know. I tried to find a reason why, but I can't find any. So I am very slow today. And I was supposed to do the recording and so on and so forth. I didn't do the recording. However, I edited the video I need for the recording. So regarding my report, the report of the episode, you see, I already wrote the text, what I will say. So I just have to say it in front of the camera. But it is fun. I just have to make sure I don't forget anything, although I'm sure I will forget lots of things. But it doesn't matter. I can always edit that. I can always edit that with the software. It's quite impressive how you. I don't know. Maybe it's the. I think iMovie on the Mac. Well, maybe because my Mac is old. There's lots of things that I don't have. And when I edit something on my iPhone, and in the iMovie on the iPhone, and I send it to the computer, they don't recognize each other. They don't even communicate with each other. That's how crazy things are. I have to remind you that my phone is the latest iPhone. And my computer was back in 2019. I know. Can you believe this? Is it 2019? Wait, let me check. About this Mac. Oh, well, I gave it 2 more years. It's 2016. The MacBook Pro 15-inch. And the last operating system that this is the latest. Well, not the latest. The last operating system available for this device, for this computer, MacBook Pro, it's macOS Monterey. I cannot go beyond this. So if I want to go beyond, I need to get a new computer. But as I say, my phone and my laptop doesn't communicate with each other because of the year gap. This is the first time this such things has happens to me, and it's weird. When I say they don't communicate with each other, they seriously don't communicate with each other. For example, if I make a video on my, of course I record videos from my phone, but if I modify the audio, you know that with the new iPhones you have the audio mixing. You have the studio. You can make it sound like studio standard or cinematic and all those variation. But once that is done, if I now upload it on my computer to work in iMovie on the laptop, guess what? The computers say that the voices are no, they accept the video, but there's something wrong with the sound, and they say that there's double sound. What we like to do? I said, what double sound? Anyway, and I have the feeling that the more time goes by, the worse this thing will go. My photos, my iPhoto, and my photo from my phone, I wouldn't say they don't communicate with each other. However, my iCloud, I don't know if it's broken. Anyway, I tried to log into my computer. Well, not my computer here, on the iMac. I have another iMac here, but it's even older than this laptop. I tried to log in using my iCloud. The computer literally told me that this computer is too old for you to use your iCloud. You need the newer. I was like, oh wow, that's how it is now, is it? Facebook is there on one side. Oh, and by the way, about Facebook, I went on again. I tried. Same thing, same deal. I thought, am I doing something wrong? Am I not looking? What is going on? No, I'm looking perfectly well. Something is wrong with their setup. It's impossible. If I don't want to send a feedback. So that's not the same thing. And when you say, when you say you need help, they send you over the link there and on the. So that was Facebook. I thought that Facebook page would have given you my answer. But no, apparently it is Facebook. Is it Meta Business Suite? Is it Business Manager Business Suite? Anyway, the account that I was kicked out of is my main, as I said, the pillar, the main account on the top. Let's say, for example, you have companies. Like before, Google is the mother company, and then Alphabet is the mother company, and then there's Google, and then everything else under it. So the account that I've been kicked out of was like Alphabet for me, and everything else that came out, like the Queens, Loic and the Queens on the YouTube thing, my dog Instagram, I'm not using it, and everything else. So that was the pillar of everything that came before. So meaning, if you went to Loic and the Queens, when I was still the thingy, it would have said that owned by the name of the company. So what I need to do is I need to tell them that I was kicked out. So for example, they have an option there saying that if you think someone that manages your account has been hacked, click this link. If you think the individual cannot access his account, click this one. If he cannot access his account without his email and phone number, click here. I did and then the last one is, if you still, after everything, you cannot find your thing, file the report. I go to file the report. The report say you have nothing to file here. So I'm in a limbo. As I mentioned, this is the second time such situation happened to me. The first one was exactly the same account. No, not the same account, the same name. But it was my personal account that I wanted to, make it like Instagram. I didn't want to really involve my personal life, but into my outside life. But this is already this is old news already. I've already mixed and matched everything together. So who cares? Now at this point, I do care. Of course, I do care. But I just have to make sure that I'm not hurting anyone or such things like that. I always say, do what rocks your boat, but make sure while you do it, nobody's hurt in the process. Before, during, and after, make sure no one is hurt. Because people need to understand what is what. And tomorrow, I think I want to talk to you about. There's a subject of conversation that I've been. We can talk about it probably later today. About the norm. What is, you see, for example, I have a friend. He's always saying that, but normally people does this. Normally people do this. Normally people don't drink more than 5 glass or cannot drink. I don't understand. And the norm that say. Anyway, this is just to introduce you to what I'll be talking about. The norm that says that women should wear dress, skirt, jewelry, earrings, and all those things, and men should wear trousers and then short hair and no. Seriously, who created the norm? The norm is here to kill us, not kill us. Not objectify, to not criticize, probably objectify. I don't know, but I have the feeling. I just feel like if I wear a skirt, the norm will find it so atrocious. Like, why are you wearing a skirt? What the skirt I made for? This is exactly what it reminded me when I was a kid. When I was a kid, oh my God, I heard those words so many times. You see, first I was born in Cameroon, and Cameroon and homosexuality there is it's a no. 12 years in jail. Even if you're caught texting another man like lovey-dovey words, you go to jail. You see, this is. Oh, by the way, when I say you go to jail, is if you make it to jail, because before they come and catches you, if the mob, the crowd, gets you first, honey, you're dead. Your body will be, and when I say you're dead, it's not a euphemism. It's literally dead. They will beat you. They will make you regret why you're even born. Why I'm saying this? Because, I've lived there. I've seen such thing when I was a kid. And I have seen so many things that happen to gay people around me. And it just traumatized me even further. And even when I had those tendencies, when I started to feel those tendencies for men, oh gosh. Those are you see, I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know why I'm feeling this way. And was it normal? And if so, and even if not so, who should I talk to? Who can give me advice? Who can help me? I was there all by myself. And battling you can check on my website. On my website, you can check. You can see the links and everything that I talk about. Some of those events. what I can do is actually I can go back to those articles I have on the website and elaborate further. By elaborate further, I mean, you see, for example, when you have an article, when I write that article, there's so much that I want to do, what I want to say, but I have to consolidate in a kind of a readable and easy to read text, and even if you want to elaborate, you will require lots of time to write all that down. It is not easy. That's what I'm saying. So, but now, still, it's not easy. However, I can dive into more details about the article, and also I can, it is actually a good opportunity for me to introduce myself. Who am I? What is my backstory? So all those things will come your way. I need to have like not a plan. Well, yes, a plan actually. A plan of action. I need to have like one subject that is wholehearted to me to speak about one day, because let's say, for example, I pick a subject. We talk about something now today, and I need to make sure that I gave you the beginning, the middle, and the end, and how to move on from there. This would be a great opportunity for me to actually express and elaborate into all my dilemma, and also how to get out of it. A lot of people ask me, a lot of people miss me or ask me how I do, that they miss my joyful post and spirits and so on and so forth when I'm away, for example, for a while. And they also ask me that, what is that, dude? Why are you so happy all the time? Well, why not be happy all the time? You see, I have seen live, living someone's body. When I say live, the last breath, I saw how that left his body. So, and I just understood that this life that we take it for granted. I mean, are we grateful enough? The reason why I'm asking this is, you see, let's say, for example, one person, for example, he has a roof over his head, he has, a TV, a house, he got food on the dining table, he's healthy, he doesn't have like traumatizing broken leg or half an arm, very healthy. But the other thing he can do or talk about is to complain about life, about himself, about everything, anything, about it all, being angry, or play games, or being I don't know, all those negative thoughts. It's useless, it's pointless, and if for example, let's say if I get angry now, will I do good to who? Not even yourself. It won't do you good. On the contrary, if you're getting angry, everybody around you will be scared of you, will think a lot of things about you, and will probably worry about what you will do next time you're around them. You see? And there's no point. And if you get angry, by getting angry, will it resolve the whatever issue were there? No. Oh, no. He won't resolve it. He will put things. It will get things even worse and worried. You see, worry about things that you cannot change. What is the fun in that? Why are you worried on things you cannot act upon? Huh? Worry at something that you can say, okay, I'm going out there and then I change it. Then that's what you should be worried about. And if you just keep worrying and sit down and then complain, Well, go complain in your bedroom or in the toilet or somewhere. If, for example, you complain, instead of taking in the feedback and the ideas and everything that you proposed, oh, you listen. I don't know if you listen, and it comes in one way and it goes out the other way. Next time I see you, exactly the same thing. Like, dude, you told me this last time. But anyway, let me get back to you on this with this topic of joy and your anxiety catching up on you and make you be unhappy. And as I say, this life is too short. Wasting that time to be angry at people, to be mad, to be in a bad mood, to be, I don't know, sad, cry. What's the point? Let's say, for example, you are sad, you're mad, you start screaming, you shout to everyone. Let's say you're at home now, and then you have siblings, and let's say I am one of your siblings, and I did something, and it makes you angry, and you start shouting everywhere. You start, cursing, and you say all those things, mad, and then you start not hitting me, but you kind of swat at me, but I dodged it. So imagine even if you hit me, imagine all the trouble you'll be into. One of your siblings, maybe you won't be in any trouble, but imagine when you hit me like that, I hurt myself, or because you don't know. Anger can make you do things, and things that afterwards you will just have your eyes to cry on, and that will make you even that will dig you even deeper down into that depression and anxiety. I was so madly depressed and anxious and so many things. Check the article on the website. You will see it. You will read about it. I mean, it was, oh gosh. It's it was quite something. And because of that experience that I had, I now know what's important and what is not. Before I was all over the place. But it's fundamental. It's very important for you to understand where you stand, and in life, and and before you yourself, and that voice, that inner voice of yours, the inner saboteur they call it. Be careful of what he's wishing for, because he may not just wish for them, and then he's not the person, it's yourself. And by the way, so let me tell you, your inner saboteur and the voice inside your head, by the way, there's not a person in your head holding a microphone to talk to you. That's not what I'm talking about. Your inner saboteur is, for example, it's the voice. No, it's the voice that you talk to yourself internally. For example, when you sit down and when you sit down, let's say I'm at my desk now. When I sit here like down, and I look, for example, at my dog, and without opening my mouth, I think of things that I want to do, or when I want to, or do. I'm just thinking in my head. That's the inner saboteur. Use the same voice, but to push and pushes you. You push yourself to do things, and then punish yourself afterwards. You have to understand one thing. You are a mature person. Sorry. You are a mature person. And you go to the club and then you end up not sleeping, and then so on and so forth, and the next day, it's everyone's problem. It's your problem along with everyone else around you. No, that's not how it works. You know that you pick yourself. Let's say, for example, you went to the club yourself. One Saturday night, you wanted to you were bored and you were indecisive whether to go to the club dancing or stay home. Then your inner saboteur, the voice in your head, say that, oh, let's go to the club, and so that's your inner saboteur. Or you have another voice saying, no, I would rather stay home. Why would I go to the club do? And then if you go to the club, that same inner saboteur will be the voice that will tell that you will be telling yourself inside your head, I shouldn't have gone to the club. Oh, what am I doing here? Oh, why? That's the inner saboteur. And you have to learn how to befriend him. That's the key for your success. And stop worrying about what people think about you. Nobody cares about you. Or me, for that matter. I stopped thinking about what people think about me. Whatever they think about me is their business. If they think, what can I do? That's their thought of me. The only thing I can do is to show them that it's not what it is. If I'm aware of what they think of me, even if I'm aware of what they think of me, I always take it as a compliment. Even if you're insulting me, honey, you cannot insult me. Okay, you can insult me, yes, but when you insult me, you will probably regret why the reason that action after a few minutes afterwards you done it. Why? Well, because I'm too kind, I'm too sweet, and I'm too nice. If you're mad at me, that's because something is wrong with you. Why I'm saying this? Well, because I know where I stand in my confidentiality, in my mental state, in my actions, and everything. Like you say, I am. What can I say this? How I am responsible for all of my actions. Even if I'm drunk. Well, okay, I take that back. I might be very, very drunk. But even if I'm very, very, very drunk and I can't even walk and I can't do anything, well, no, I'll probably be able to walk. But when people are drunk, right? You know what's going on with them, right? So if you see me drunk, well, why are you complaining? I mean, by the way, if you see me drunk, that day probably there will be. So if we are both drinking, and the whole night, by the time I reach the drunk state, you'll probably be in an ambulance in a hospital because you cannot. Because my intake will be 10 or 20, well, no, probably 10 times more than yours. I don't know, but I noticed that my consumption of alcohol and things it's way too much. And for example, I can I can drink a lot and rest for 5 minutes and I'm good to go again. That's the crazy stuff. I know. And by the way, if for example now, if I take for example a bottle of vodka, I don't know, but no, not a liter. I don't know, those small 500 milliliters or less, 400. Let's say I finish a 400 bottle of glass of vodka, and by the end of it, I'm completely trash and I just collapse in bed. I wake up the next morning, like new, brand new, no headache, no hangover, nothing. I lost my hangover a long time ago, thanks to Russia. Leaving them, got rid of it, and elevate my intake of alcohol. Jeez. Anyway, but apparently, you know that British people drink more than Russians? Huh. The survey said. Is it true? I will say this a bit, maybe. But I love it. I mean, I feel like the British should be the first on everything. Everything. But anyway, I need to go have dinner. Quick dinner, walk the dog. And I think I'll go to bed. I'm having a very early night today. And no, I've not done my emails, that email again. As I say, I'm gathering information. So I need information from quite a few people. And hopefully by Thursday, all that is done and sent. Finger crossed. It is quite fascinating how the amount of views and the numbers that are going to this podcast. Not only that, they're getting lots of downloads. 6 episodes, and YouTube is just going haywire with this podcast, and it's fabulous. It's wonderful. I wish they would comment. I would say something to tell me if I'm doing well. I don't even know. I'm just talking. I'm not doing anything. It's as if it's a confessional, confessing all my sins to you, honey. If I do that, you'll probably die. Oh yes. Saying that. Well, who is not a sinner? At least I recognize I'm one. But then, you see, it's always been said that to be able to heal yourself, to move forward towards the light, you have to know what's keeping you in the dark first. So you have to know the cause of your problem to be able to heal it. So, yeah, I know I'm a sinner. Do I want to heal? No. But when I say I'm a sinner, I mean I'm not. I don't go out and kill people I'm a sinner my own way, from my own doing. No one is forcing me. No one is dead. No one is been molested, or no one. No one has been held against his will. No one. So I have to tell you this. I am just a fella who loves, who is, as I say, is free-spirited. You know, I don't judge anyone. Whatever rocks your boat, go for it. I will be there to cheer for you. I'll be there to, I'll be rooting for you. Unless it's something bad that you're doing. No, I'll ask you to go see if everything is okay. And trying to talk to you and make sure that you don't do something stupid. And I do care a lot. It doesn't seem like, well, I don't know. I don't know if it does seem like or doesn't seem like. I do care. And of course, I'm such a lovely person. Lovely person. Does that make sense? Well, you see, I'm grateful enough to not only, you see, for example, but in my life, I had a lot of doubts about myself. like everyone, I had those inner saboteur sabotaging me, making me believe things. So not making me believe things. You see, for example, let's say, for example, you go out and you can't really remember something that happened. But of course, everybody around you remember what happened. But it's a bit foggy. But then you start trying to remember what happened. And that's when things start to go haywire. Because you try to remember, if you are just believing what what the voice, that inner thoughts it's saying, if you constantly hear those thoughts, they will modify the story, and you will not remember it the way you actually think it is, because your inner self made you, slowly build you towards the wrong path. And you have to be careful with those things, because I've been there. I've seen myself there, and I've been into very dark spaces in my life. Here in London, in Cameroon, the only place is in Moscow, out of all the places. You will think a black gay man will arrive in Moscow and will be killed in one day. But no, out of all the places I've been, even the place where I was born, I never had anything negative in Russia. And also, I will say, because also it's due to the fact that, look at my personality. If I go out, I'll make sure, I have a good time. Everybody around me is having a good time. The barman is having a good time. I mean, everyone is having a good time. That's the person I am. So wherever I was going, people wanted me to come back. And that's when everything kind of built up with my confidence. And yes, back there, it was like that. I built up the confidence, and I was very, very comfortable there. But then when I moved to London, I kind of lost the sense of personality. Who I was as, back in Russia, it was me in Russia. I mean, a black gay man walk on the street, and I was like, not like a star, but it was me. And no one else, because all the black people were just hiding in fear of being mugged or being. I'd never had any sort of fear in my head, in my life, not life, but while I was living in Russia, I never had the fear that I would be mugged, because why would I think about that? Why would I think about being afraid to be mugged? If, well, yes, the high percentage chance that it might happen. But you know what the saying says? If you think about it, you are calling it to you. Although it's different than the relationship, though. Because if you're thinking too much of a relationship, that one is running away from you. But fear, negativity, all those things. If you're afraid that you'll be hit by a motorbike, or a car, or anything, an accident, well, honey, guess what? It will happen. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of when it will happen. No, actually, let me take this back. If you constantly thinking, or in the back of your head, when I say constantly, is, for example, if you go to a dinner party, or a friend of yours or a close friend asks you, one of those times, like, when you're having a conversation, you say, I being hit by a car, that's my actually, he being hit by a car is actually is too much. No, if you're afraid to be mugged, no, not mugged, robbed at your place, or even mugged outside, if you're constantly afraid of being mugged, it will happen. Me, for example, I never been mugged, except in my own country. That was even more traumatizing than here, or even Russia for that matter. I never been mugged. I never been. Ever since I left Cameroon, I never been mugged or into a fight, or things like that. And also, there's also I stopped being angry, back in 2016, 17. Yeah, I stopped being angry in the bad mood, because that was the time when Andrew, my partner who passed away, with cancer, where he was going through his chemo, and just seeing him just go like that, it was, for me, it's that I think that's when the turnaround was actually. When I say the turnaround is, of course, that process started way long before his diagnosis and so on. I mean, the with my anxiety and depressions and everything like that. The procedure of healing started a while ago, but moving with time and with his diagnosis and living, and I kind of reflect of myself and my mood. You see, for example, as I say, I told you I was in the dark places. I was in such a negativity. The Loic that you see today now, I was so negative. I was angry all the time. Anything, maybe not when I'm outside of the house, but when I'm in the house with Andrew, oh my God, that was a nightmare. I was such a terrible person. Everything, I was mad about it. He moved the glass of water that I put on the table. I am mad about it. I mean, that's when you actually reflect on you reflect, and then you go like, something is wrong. I mean, he moved the glass, and no. If is happening to you, then you should be thinking about what is going on with you, what is disturbing you, what is the back of. Anyway, so for my case, there was a lot going on. That was back in the day before he actually got diagnosed and all those things. That was back in the day. That's not recent. No, when I say recent, not. Anyway, that was pre his. That was pre his diagnosis. That probably 2 or 3 years before his diagnosis. That I was a nightmare. I was set in such a dark space. If Andrew say, let's go out for dinner, no, I don't want to go out. Let's go out for the let's say, for example, Sophie, our friend, invited us for dinner with the dinner party and so on with people. No, I don't want to go. Go, you go. I don't want. Or even better, you don't go. Let's stay home here together. And when we stay home, I just bring chaos at it. When I say I bring chaos, I mean I'm not happy that he stays, but in the same time, I would not have been happy if he had left. So there was a conundrum there, and it was oh my life. But I can't be grateful enough to be happy to have gone out of there. And I remember exactly how I done it. You see, for example, I can turn this. No, but when I say turn this, I can just continue just the same subject, the same Probably these tips and these personal this what I've just told you is not that person, but these are the stories that everybody will know and everybody will hear about. But when you turn your life around and you become happier. When I say happier, I mean no one is happy, but everybody is happy. What does that mean is, for example, me right now, or when I say right now, not right now, in general in my life right now, I'm happy. I am a bubbly person. I am wonderful. I am everything that you can think of. But having said that, it doesn't mean I don't have problems. It doesn't mean there's not lots of things that are traumatizing in my, when I say traumatizing, that I'm worried about. You see. So when I say that people that are happy but they're not happy, and so on and so forth, is because you have to prioritize what is necessary and what is not. For example, if yes, now things are not really, bright and sunny and all those things, fine. But these are my problem. Let's say, for example, I go to work tomorrow. Why do I have to be in a bad mood because of those problems that I'm having? And then arrive to work and then make hell to everyone. This for example, this happened to me when I was working at the Intercontinental. Our friend, my colleague, she came to work and she was in such a bad mood. I look at her like, what's wrong? She doesn't talk to me. She kind of roll her eyes and then leave. I thought I did something wrong. But then when the place was calm and was quiet a bit, she was still in the bad mood. Even during work hours. So, and I just call her on the side and I'm just like, so, you are not doing a good job today. I was her superior, of course, but a very good friend of hers too. And I asked her, but you're not doing a very good job today. Is everything okay? Did I do something wrong? And then that's when she opens like, oh, this guy. When she said this guy, and I was I just stopped her like, just stop right now. Is this personal problem or is this the work problem? She said, no, it's personal. I say, and I look at her like, personal? And you come at work like this, in this state, in this mood, and oh my God, I was all over her. And of course, I made her understand why I was all over her. Why would she come to work and make everybody feel horrible? You smile at her, she doesn't smile. She just look away. And so if you have personal problem, for example, so this was an example. So as I say, I'm happy and so on and so forth, but I have my own personal problem. So let's say if I come to have dinner with you, and we're sitting. When I say sitting down, let's say for example we're friends, and we go friends that I can open up to you. So we go. Let's say my best friend. We go out to a bar or dinner or anything, and he asks you, oh, like, so tell me, how are you? Then I will tell everything that he needs to know. But that will not, that's just a window, a moment, or 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, 20 minutes that I will need or have to go through that conversation. It doesn't mean that the entire evening is finished, is spoiled. No. It just means we're having human conversation, and we're supporting each other, And it's not that he's asking me because he's the savior or no, he's asking me because he cares. And I find the necessity, not the necessity, it's my obligation as his friend to open up, to tell him what's going on. But this is the thing, you make your choices. When I was gay back in Cameroon, gosh, that life was so lonely. And having friends and people that you can talk to and people that you can engage with, although not as often as I would like to, but I know that they're there, 100%. So find your ground, find your place. Being lost when I came here, that was the worst part. And I think that's when everything went downhill. So don't lose your identity. It's easy to do so. It's easy to move in with your boyfriend and completely lose yourself. Everything in the house is his. The everything. No, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. He has his things. No, not that he has his thing. You have things together. You have friends. He can have his friends. You can have your friends, but the majority of your friends should be together or not. That's definitely your business. However, each other has to. Anyway, my point being is be yourself. Don't lose your identity. Don't try to live his life and forgetting about your life. For example, if you let's say you move to London, you don't have friends, you don't have anyone. You don't have anyone to talk to chat to, and anyone you can talk to and chat to and communicate to is his friends. So that's when you have to be very, very careful to, it is his friends, but how friends are there? And also, when you go out like that, you meet, of course, all the people, all the friends of your friends and the friends of the friends. Find your own friends. Find your own circle. If you have problem at home, find that person that you can just pick up the phone and then say, this is this guy, he did this to me, and then so on and so forth. Just do that. And on that note, I think for tonight, it's that was wow, that was a lot. I just pick up the phone to, you see, that's what I love. I pick up the phone to just say a couple of words and so on and so on. Look where I am, 20 minutes into the conversation. Oh, boy, I guess I had a lot to say, and I have so much more to say. But for that, it will be in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.